Today on Lucky Dog, a young terrier mix is alone in the shelter and displaying anxiety.
She's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is.
She might be just what the doctor ordered for a man coping with his own anxiety.
Being hit really hard with the pandemic, my anxiety has been through the roof.
Keep skating around.
Okay.
The wheels are in motion for her adoption.
Good job, Paris.
But first, she'll have to learn to leave her worries behind.
I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible. I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. It's a nice Southern California day, so Eric and Rashi head outside to take advantage of the weather.
Rashi and I have decided to take Winston and Estelle on a little hike just to get our dogs out of the house and get into nature.
Good job, Winston.
Good job, big guy.
Estelle really enjoys just sitting on my back and enjoying the view. Winston really enjoys walking with us. And while we were on our hike, I got a text from the shelter. The shelter just texted about a puppy they found as a stray. It's a 10-month-old puppy. Her name is Paris. They mentioned she's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is, being only 10 months old. What do you think?
Guys, what do you think? Let's go get her, okay? All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Eric heads to the shelter, where he quickly finds Paris.
Hey. Hey, Paris. How you doing? You look like you're ready to come out. What do you think? Can I come in?
The 10-month-old terrier mix is happy to have a visitor.
Oh, thank you for the kiss.
Eric can see that she's anxious to be in the shelter, so he doesn't waste time in getting her out.
All right, you ready to go? Let's go. Let's go.
To make sure there's no underlying health condition causing her anxiety, Eric schedules a vet visit.
Today, Eric is bringing in Paris, a female terrier mix. I did notice she was a little bit shy and nervous as well. Hey, Eric, this must be Paris.
This is Paris.
Oh, sweet little girl. What is she in for today?
Well, I just picked her up from the shelter, and they did mention that she was having bouts of separation
Oh,
anxiety,
gosh.
so
Poor baby.
yeah, just a little timid. I mean, right now she seems okay, but I've definitely seen it, especially on the way here.
Oh, okay. So I will go ahead and examine her, make sure she's nice and healthy, and give you some recommendations.
Great.
We'll start off looking at her head. We'll check her ears to make sure she doesn't have any kind of ear infection, inflammation, any debris in there. Those look nice and clean. I'm checking her little eyes and make sure that they look nice and clear. No discharge, redness, or squinting. All of that looks nice and normal. So the teeth, we're checking for tartar buildup, any sores, inflammation. She does have quite a bit of tartar.
Yeah.
And can definitely use a professional dental cleaning in the future. All of that feels normal, no signs of inflammation or anything like that. She has a beautiful little coat. And we'll check her joints as well and make sure that there's no abnormalities there. Little girl. I'm gonna feel her belly just to make sure there's no pain or discomfort. She's being very good. Last thing we'll do is listen to her heart. Good girl. That sounds nice and healthy. No abnormal rhythm or any heart murmurs.
Good.
Lungs sound clear. So overall, she appears to be in very good health.
Great.
All in all, Paris is a healthy dog, but because she's been living in a shelter that can be stressful to dogs, I recommended a behavioral supplement called Soloquin. Soloquin can help support balanced behavior and relaxation.
Yeah, okay.
It comes in the form of a chew. Based on her size, she would get 1 chew per day.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Is she ready to train?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Avalon.
very welcome. You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Paris begins her fresh start with a warm bath.
There we go.
Followed by a new uniform, a bronze medal that she'll wear throughout her basic training.
Oh, there we go. All right. I got you. Check it out.
To help Paris acclimate to her new environment, Eric first introduces her to the empty training yard. Once she's settled, he brings in another dog.
You guys make a good match.
And then he brings in another human, Rashi.
Hi, Paris. So cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Paris is introduced to additional ranch residents. She gets along well with her new friends, but she seems particularly attached to humans.
You just want to be held, don't you?
She's already attached.
Eric and Rashi make note that she'll do well with an adopter who is looking for a constant companion. While Eric continues bonding with Paris, Rashi uses her background in social work to look for a potential adopter. And a young man living in Los Angeles, California looks like a good match.
Hi, I'm Bradley. I'm from Blue Springs, Missouri. I grew up with two brothers, my mom, my stepdad, and we had two loving dogs. We had Gracie and Coco. Coco was a beagle, Gracie was a mixed breed, and they were the best dogs ever.
Gracie and Coco passed away a few years ago, and Bradley misses them every day.
It was really hard to say goodbye to your best friends growing up. You miss those cuddles and those kisses and those hikes and walks and playing.
Bradley moved to Southern California 5 years ago.
I live in downtown Los Angeles, and before the pandemic, I was a restaurant server.
The past year has been difficult for him. Being alone in quarantine and dealing with the uncertainty around COVID and his job has led Bradley to have anxiety and panic attacks.
I didn't know what to do. I did go see a doctor, and they recommended the emotional support animal.
Bradley hopes that a dog will give him companionship and help him get outside and be active again.
I really love a dog that's just ready to go out there and go on an adventure and enjoy life.
Before Eric can determine if Bradley and Paris are a good fit, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today, we're going to be assessing Paris's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
What about a sit? All right, we'll work on that sit. What about a down? Let's see if we got a down. It's okay, we'll work on that down. How about a leave it? How's your impulse control? Non-existent, it's okay, that's a treat.
Although Paris doesn't know any of the cues, she shows promise on the stay cue.
Yes, not bad.
We are going to have a lot of work to do with Paris. It's going to be fun, though, because she just wants to learn and please, and I think we're going to have a lot of good times.
Let's go.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi talk with a potential adopter and learn how a new dog could help him.
My anxiety has been through the roof, and I really think the dog will help.
10-month-old Paris was found on the streets as a stray. When Eric first met her, she seemed rather anxious, so he has focused on bonding with the dog in an effort to earn her trust. Rashi has been working hard as well, trying to find Paris a good home.
I just got off the phone with someone that I think is going to be a great fit. He in particular is looking for an emotional support animal, and I just know she just loves to be in your arms and in your lap. I think it's really going to help him, and I think she's going to really love the attention.
All right, well, I'm excited to meet him.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to chat with Bradley.
Hey Bradley, how's it going?
I'm great, how are you?
Doing well. We're very excited to learn more about you. What do you do for a living?
I am a restaurant server right around the corner from my apartment. It's a very convenient walk to work, so that's been great.
Tell us more about your apartment.
The unit itself is a studio apartment with a kitchenette, elevator, 5th floor. Not very large, but it's quaint and affordable for me.
You mentioned you're a restaurant server. That must be tough during this time.
Yeah, early March was when we kind of got the news that we were let go.
Why is now a good time for you to get a dog?
I think being hit really hard with the pandemic and losing my job, my anxiety has been through the roof. Little fits of panic attacks have happened.
I remember learning that I had lost my job, not having an income. I did freak out and had a panic attack. I didn't know what to do. I broke.
I did go see a medical professional, and they thought that it would be a good idea to get an emotional support animal to help those negative feelings and anxiety.
I am all for emotional support animals for people. ESAs can do wonders for the mindset, and it gives you a task. You're taking care of something, so it gives you purpose.
I grew up with dogs, and I've loved them my whole life. I had 2 growing up, Coco and Gracie.
Unfortunately, Gracie and Coco both passed away a couple years ago. And living by yourself, you miss those cuddles and those kisses, and it's been hard with that transition without them.
Living by yourself in a time where you can't really socialize or even really see family, I do see the need for an animal that can give them some companionship. What kind of dog are you looking for?
Because my apartment is a little smaller, I really want a smaller dog. Great personality, loving, of course.
What are your hobbies?
Before the pandemic, I was more active with going to the gym. I was taking ballet, tap, jazz. I bought a bike. I bought rollerblades.
Bradley mentioned that he loves to travel down to San Diego or Palm Springs, and then he'll also go back to Missouri, Kansas City area and fly. So I need to make sure that he's able to travel with his new dog. We recently rescued a dog. We're still getting to know her, but I think it may be a good fit. But can we keep you posted on the progress?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I'm really excited for this. You know, there's hope. You know, there's light at the end of this tunnel.
Coming up next,
You ready for this?
Eric puts Paris's impulse control to the test.
Leave it.